Testing, testing. All right, so let's get on with it. Let's get some of these side quests out of the way and let's have some fun here.
He seemed well enough when I last saw him. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at 'em. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on summat else. You not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
Can hardly make out a bloomin' thing. All for a sunny. Caution, brother.
caution, brother.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Stay down!
All right, so there we go. I apologize for the silence on the stream. I didn't realize that there was this quest on here because I didn't know you can actually do things for your own dog Torgal. Because frost wolves are apparently a rare breed of creature. Animals with actual magic. So our little wolf over here is a Fenrir. He's a mythical beast. But let's go back to it, and I will keep doing some of these side quests.
You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you got your appetite back. Come on, boy. Torgal.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about Gaze.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah, but that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders are...
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, Who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil?
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Look up what you can. Clive. Come back soon. And I mean that.
Yo, yo, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Thank you for commenting on the post. I hope you're enjoying your day. Right now, we're just doing a bunch of side missions and getting the side quests out of the way. Just so we have the... We're getting a bunch of side quests out of the way and doing the side missions just so we can get everything that we need out of here. Because a lot of these side missions are helping us out. But I'm sorry there's not a lot of talking going on. I'm a bit distracted, but I will answer all your guys' questions while you guys are on the stream. Sorry for all of that. Let's try to get through the story as quickly as we can, though.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool, as of those poor bearers, they've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens.
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all...
I'll take...
Anyway, I'll go...
I'm sure...
Get them Gazal green seeds up to Sir Wade in Eastpool, would you? And while you're there, ask him what the situation is with the Akashic over that way. He might actually tell you the truth.
All right. I'm sorry. I know that took a minute for us to get through. My phone seems to be very dodgy, and it's been... It's been acting funny lately. It's kind of doing its own thing. I'm due for a new phone. Screen is cracked. The phone keeps malfunctioning. It overheats easily. But I'm trying to keep up with the stream as much as I can. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. So we're just trying to get some of these out of the way. I started one of the little side missions, and it says payback, so we had to go to Martha and Isabel, but oh, came across a wyvern. I am really partial to Odin's abilities. I'm liking them right now. This one is Gungnir. You enjoy the rest of your day. Kamikaze attack. You gotta love it when a good plan comes together and they just decide they're going to self-destruct. Eastpool. I don't know why I keep thinking of Liverpool, but you know.
Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed.
Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. It's not going to last too long, but if you like to comment and interact, I appreciate it. Let's have a conversation.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call in reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lacked men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter, to serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
Beware that one that hasn't said a word. That coward who's not willing to fight for what he believes in, or a man who's not willing to fight for what's his.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing, that you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Marshfield, my lady.
Martha.
We're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashik, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square. The perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them. And for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan. But one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade. But you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade! They're here!
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
The calm before the storm. And here it comes.
We cannot let Eastpool fall.
And we won't.
Farewell.
Yay, yay.
Looks like that's the lot.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic Curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Okay. So now we gotta go fight something big and something big and ugly. So let's go kill us a monster. But while we're doing that, let's check out some of our skills. We will trade this one out. Not for the ultimate, but for this one. It's a nice, good area effect move. These two moves are wonderful and quick. Rift Slip. But let's check out his ultimate. I like that one, but this one seems to do very good. But let's change this one out for the Dancing Steel. We may be able to get more out of it if we did. And this one may be able to do more damage. So let's pull this one right here. Oh, we do. So there's more teleportations into it. This one definitely gets more devastating as it upgrades. So that's maxed out now. And this one right here, what can we do with this rift? So let's see what these new abilities will do. Hello, hello. What's up? Sorry, it took me a moment to see your... Wait a minute. So we are headed down in here. Okay, so it's in here.
There it is. With me, Joshua. Too slow.
All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, I like this dancing steel thing.
Slow. Not good. Not good. I needed that.
So from what I gathered, that ability does not give us the... So when we're charging forward, we can't block or dodge. It does not allow us to dodge. I've been trying to see if there's like a glitch in there.
All right. Back to Eastpool.
And granted, these are just side quests.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Oh, that was wonderful. That very first mission, Clive was only a kid too. I believe the game is divided into sections, and I believe he was 16 or 18 years of age when he became a shield.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, Bearers living free like that. Reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yay, we just leveled up. Martha's Rest signboard. Oh, so as we complete these missions, we get gifts for our room. Okay, so that's what's going on. So we're trying to get that one out of the way. So why does it say payback? Deliver the Star Ruby to Martha. Deliver Star Ruby to Isabel. So where do we get the Star Ruby in the first place? We're trying to get what we can, but I don't know where the Star Ruby is.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
are you doing? I'm sorry to drag you into this, Master Clive. It's just I couldn't think who else to ask, and you're always so willing to help everyone. You watch yourself out there, all right?
Okay, so it says that we haven't progressed far enough to do that mission. So apparently that's a mission that's done after, a bit later. So let's see what we've got here. And we have so many more S ranks, A rank, S rank. So let's try this S rank. Let's see. Urgent notice to all Cursebreakers. Due to the discovery of a fallen giant in the Rosaria ruins, we have lately been investigating all works in the region is to be halted with immediate effect, and all members are to proceed no further than the village gate, lest the echoes should be awakened by our presence. No further action may be taken within Cid's express permission. Not long ago, this was a lush forest, teeming with life, but that was left with the blight, rendered it a twisted angle of rotting barks. Okay, alright. So, the Rosaria ruins. So, if we are to... Eastpool... Sorry, bear with me. It's not telling me what the monster is. Okay, so if it has to do with the ruins and it's a fallen giant, my best guess is it's actually got to be up here. So we're just gonna come here, and then we're gonna see if we can get to the ruins from there. One good thing about the Blight is there's very little life here. So there's not going to be a lot of fighting going on.
thought we'd be fighting our village.
The Imperials promptly quit their posts once word of the Dominion's fall came. Lord Rosfield hired us not long after to see the refugees safely inside.
All right, so we're trying our best to find out where this thing is. It says Rosaria, and there's not much of Rosaria to go by. So let's see where we're allowed to go. Let me see what I can find here, so hold on just a moment.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
The other ruins. Alright, so let's get through here. Let's do this one S-rank mission and get it out of the way. And then we will see where we're at with that one. I kind of had to cheat a little bit and get some directions because I was trying to remember where every one of the ruins were at. But we got it. We got it. It's the only S-rank monster here in Rosaria. And from the looks of it, it may be the only S-rank monster in this entire area, actually. I don't mean S-rank, but I mean last monster here in Rosaria. So this should be the last monster we have to face here.
Fire and flame!
Let's see if we can face that iron giant that is apparently so dangerous over here. Fireball! We are not going to waste any time on any of these guys at this moment. We'll fight them on the way back if we stay alive. Alright, we may not actually have a choice here. Let's not leave it there if we come across it. Let's not leave this here either if we can help it. I think I remember this village. I think we came through this village when he was still a young boy. There's the supposed S rank. Alright, so as you guys know, I have issues, and with these issues comes Atlas. Let's take on the biggie.
Well, it seems
Oh.
this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Slow.
Dude. All right. Okay.
Nice try.
All right. Hello and welcome. We're taking on an S-rank boss right now, and it's not looking pretty. Whew.
Help me, boy.
That was difficult. Let's do that again. Dude, okay, so we saw what A-ranked fights look like, and they are devastating, but these S-rank ones, oh my. So let's see if we can switch it up. So we've got... We're going to need to be able to hit him hard and hit him fast with some moves that we've already got unlocked. I do want to keep Odin, so I'm probably going to switch a few out. But with the way this guy is moving, we're probably going to use Titan as well. So we're going to change... You know what? Actually, I want to see if Bahamut would help because it's an area effect, but let's put all the ultimates on. This is a good counter move, but we need something that does a lot of damage. You know what? I'm going to keep that one because it is a good counter move. And this protects us. And then with this one... we will actually switch you out. Because we do have your ultimate. So let's try this. Ooh, no, not that build. Let's retry with that build again. And let's see how far we can get. This is not going to be easy. I know that for a fact. Defend, defend, defend! Put him on ice. Let's hit him with everything we've got. All right, let's go, let's go.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
We got this, we got this, we got this. Patience. Which is funny that I have patience in video games, but not in real life. It's a very complicated situation. I love all these counter moves.
That's better. Too slow. Nice try. Yeah. I needed that.
That was work. That was actual work. Yay! Orichalcum! Finally, our first piece of Orichalcum. Ooh.
Back to sleep with
you. So, there's our first S-rank monster of the game. We did a pretty good job. It was complicated, as expected. But let's go. What time is it here? It looks like we're going to have to get off here shortly, but I appreciate all of you guys jumping on. Thank you for those of you who stayed and enjoyed the game. I appreciate the comments, the conversations, and talking. It really does help me a lot. It helps me with getting to know you guys, interact, to get to know what you guys want to see, want to talk about, and all of that. But thank you very much for joining the stream, and we're going to probably leave it here. So let's get back to the hideaway. Because apparently this next mission here, this mission we're trying to do, we can't even do until later because it says we're not progressed far enough yet. But I do need 3 Orichalcum to make the ultimate weapon. I got my first piece, so it seems that these Orichalcums are going to be coming from the high monsters, the stronger monsters that are on the fields. But thank you guys for joining. Let's head back to the hideaway. We'll stop the stream right there, and we will try to jump back on as soon as we can. But thank you so much. And you guys have a good night.